No leverage, right? Anybody with leverage being blown up. No FOMO. So don't chase the peaks and don't sell at the lows. The further you are out the risk curve, the further your bag is down now. That's okay. I have SUI Solana as my main holding, so they're down more. Bitcoin is down less. You need to understand the risk curve. Then don't get fleeced. Don't lose control of your tokens. The longer term time horizon is everything. Zoom out, remove the noise, and most importantly, expect 35% pullbacks frequently in Bitcoin. And that means more in alts.
Following the stock market plunge following Trump's tariff announcements, some analysts believe the situation could get worse. However, many agree that it all depends on how countries react to Trump and what he does in return. So, is it time to invest in the dip? According to Spencer Hakimian, founder of Tolu Capital Management, not yet. He believes it's time to bet big if Trump reverses all the new tariffs or if the Nasdaq drops 40%. For Raoul Pal, the bull market is far from over. He said he appreciated the current climate of fear and chaos and suggested it could soon turn into a buying opportunity. He expects that very, very soon we will be ready to look under the couch for money to invest. In a bull market, these opportunities are a gift. While cryptocurrency markets are clearly suffering with Bitcoin and others on a downward trajectory, U.S. spot Bitcoin and Ethereum exchange-traded funds, ETFs, also continue to lose money. Ether ETFs suffered 3 consecutive days of losses, with combined net outflows of $58.5 million during the first 3 days of April, followed by inflows of $2.1 million on Friday, April 5th. Bitcoin funds saw net inflows of $218.1 million on April 2nd, followed by combined outflows of $164.7 million on Thursday and Friday. According to Raoul Pal, Solana and SUI holders should follow this strategy in this crash. Before we move forward, if you want to stay updated with the latest crypto events and news, you can subscribe to our channel and like this video. Now, let's get back to Raoul Pal's view on Solana and the overall crypto market.
Looking at the structure of the business cycle, this and our expectations of a weaker dollar and lower rates and potentially lower oil prices, this should actually extend further. So we should see a full ISM cycle above 60, probably into Q1, which is one of our ideas, not yet confirmed, about an extended cycle. So we should see the business cycle be strong all year.
Yeah, and I think also, and that's a good point, because the thing to keep in mind here is that financial conditions are advanced by 9 months. And so earlier in the year, we were asked, well, does the cycle end in Q4 or does it extend? But because this is already advanced by 9 months, this pushes us into late Q4. And if we're in an environment where the Trump cycle is repeating, which is something I'll talk about in another section a little bit later, then all of a sudden, if we're in an environment where the dollar weakens or at least trends lower over the course of the next 3 to 6 months, that's all of a sudden going to push this teal line out even further. So what I've always said is that the more financial conditions ease today, so the more the dollar drops today, rates go lower, so on and so forth, the more the business cycle can extend tomorrow. And tomorrow, I mean, Q1 of next year.
How similar that 2017 cycle was, that kind of weird double correction it had. It's very similar in price, time, structure. And the next phase is the next phase of the banana zone, which nobody believes. You get trolled on Twitter all day.
Well, it has been hard to be patient when it just it's done this, right? Just like, oh my, it's like the classic, that boring zone. But you gotta be patient. You gotta be patient.
So hopefully, everybody, that has helped you understand the framework by which we are looking at markets, how we understand it, how we build from the very big picture down to the very short term.
As the ISM rises, you get more earnings, confidence starts to improve. As confidence starts to improve, that means that people reach further out the risk curve, and that applies to small cap versus large cap equities. You see, it applies to like value over growth. It's just that cyclicality.
Paul discussed with his many followers the current state of the cryptocurrency market and the outlook for altcoins. He again used the term banana zone, which he coined to describe the phases of the cryptocurrency market. We are still in the banana zone. Paul tweeted that the market was still in this banana zone, a term he coined to describe a very rapid increase in the price of a cryptocurrency when its trajectory on a chart resembles a banana. He said, we are still in the banana zone. He tweeted that phase 1 of the banana zone corresponded to last year's price breakout. which has now turned into a consolidation phase, similar to what the cryptocurrency market experienced in 2016-17. This phase won't last much longer, Paul believes, likely referring to Bitcoin and its current correction. After Banana Zone Phase 1, the cryptocurrency expert expects the market to enter Banana Zone Phase 2, which he dubbed the Banana Singularity, adding that it would be altcoin season. During this period, everything goes up, followed by more consolidation. The final phase, according to Raoul Pal, will be Banana Zone Phase 3, when the major winners explode and reach much higher heights. Paul last mentioned the Banana Zone last November, shortly after the world's leading cryptocurrency Bitcoin hit an all-time high, surpassing $75,000. In early December, Bitcoin crossed the $108,000 mark, setting a new all-time high. Paul predicted a sharp rise in Ethereum and in Solana during the current bull cycle. He analyzed the drivers of cryptocurrency growth and their potential to save economies from monetary collapse. He explained that the current debt cycle and central bank currency devaluation and driving cryptocurrency adoption. He believes people are seeking alternative investments out of fear of a potential global economic collapse caused by excessive debt and the devaluation of fiat currency. He also mentioned that the rapid growth of decentralized finance and non-fungible tokens is creating new use cases and driving cryptocurrency adoption. When asked about his confidence in the growth of Ethereum and Solana, Paul said he believes Ethereum will reach a price between $15,000 and $20,000 during this bull cycle. He also noted that Solana would reach a price of $750 and $1,000 during the same period. He emphasized his very hawkish stance on cryptocurrencies, believing that money printing and excessive debt will be the main themes of the next 2 years and that cryptocurrencies will be the best performing asset class. Notably, he did not provide a specific timeline for when the cryptocurrency market would reach its peak. However, many experts are closely monitoring the next Bitcoin halving. Altcoins could experience one last surge in this cycle, but only those with real utility and strong network activity will see their prices increase, according to one analyst. Jamie Coates, chief cryptocurrency analyst at Real Vision, believes altcoins will experience another surge in momentum. The question is whether we will see a sustained surge for 6 to 12 months. At this point, he is unsure, but believes quality altcoins whose activity is returning and driving prices higher will surely see a recovery for some of these high-quality names. Cointelegraph reported in January that there were more than 36 million altcoins in circulation. However, Ethereum still holds the majority of the total value locked, TVL, at 55.56%, followed by Solana, 6.89%, Bitcoin, 5.77%, BNB Smart Chain, 5.68%, and Tron, 5.54%, according to data from CoinGecko. Coates said traders should monitor where network activity is gravitating and use it as a North Star for how to trade cryptocurrencies, adding that he sees a recovery in the altcoin market over the next 2 months. On March 28th, Coates said Bitcoin could reach all-time highs before the end of the second quarter, regardless of whether there is more clarity on U.S. President Donald Trump's tariffs and potential recession concerns.